We no longer had the release of Stellar Crown, which was a really good set, but coming into November, we have Surging Sparks, which is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best sets released so far in the Scarlet and Violet era. What am I talking about? Well, today I'll be going into Surging Sparks. We'll be seeing what cards have been shown so far that are going to be coming in the set, and also the pre-order prices of some of the sealed products, because some of them are more than normal, which is quite interesting. We're going to be seeing some really big cards in this set, which I think are going to really help push this set. Of course, we don't really know the pull rate data or anything like that yet. We'll find that out once the set hits, and we can see also the pre-order prices closer to the release date of Surging Spark. Now, this set has been talked about a lot. It's been hyped a lot. Let's get into it and see what's been going on. So today we'll be looking at the visual set list for Surging Sparks. Ideally, we want to be seeing some real big heavy hitters. Of course, we've seen the power of Twilight Masquerade and the Greninja, which has really been pushing that set to crazy heights right now with, you know, over $150 a booster box, and the set isn't even out 6 months. That crazy levels, right? Now, a lot of people said, you know, is Surging Sparks going to be the new Evolving Skies? Nope, definitely not. But I feel like it's going to be a really good set nonetheless. And I do think it's going to be one of the best sets / like booster boxes to pick up this year. It's coming out in November, so about a month away from this set coming out. I'm excited. There's actually some real big chase cards which I actually want to get into my collection. Mainly because there hasn't been too many cards from the recent sets that are like, oh my god, wow. But hopefully today, Surging Sparks will change my mind. And, you know, we've been having some somewhat lackluster sets, you know, especially at the start of the Scarlet and Violet era. I mean, Paldea Evolved was pretty good, but, you know, and then it took wait until like Paradox Rift Temporal to really get things moving, and then of course Twilight and Beyond. Shroud of Fable was pretty lackluster. Stellar Crown looks pretty solid and has been performing very well. But we've got Surging Sparks. Then next year we've got really getting the ball rolling. You know, we've got Team Rocket set, you got the Trainer Pokemon set, you got the EV set. So there's a lot of stuff coming. So let's take a look at this today. Ideally, I want to be looking at, you know, the hits of the set, right? I'm not too bothered about the bulk cards that you find in these sets. I want to see the goodies coming. So we do have, of course, we've got the different EXs coming, and for me, the EXs are okay. I mean, obviously, if they're playable cards, they're going to have increased value, which we've seen before in cards like the Iron Hands, and like Raging Bolt was another one as well. So we have seen certain ones, you know, gain value because of their playability, you know, the Ogerpon and things like that. So Milotic is a really cool Pokemon I'm really happy to see. We have opened up Paradise Dragona, which is the Japanese version of this set. And trust me, the cards in it are just phenomenal. Kyurem, I'm so happy that Kyurem, or Black Kyurem, is coming into a set, because I feel like it's really been a while, and you know, this has been pushed to be some more of a dragon set, so it'd be really cool to see him come back into this, which I'm pretty happy with as well. Pikachu is going to be one of the, you know, I guess, or is going to be the poster Pokemon of this set. Hey, it's Pikachu. It's going to be a big chase card regardless. So we've got the regular EX or crystallized version EX there of the Pikachu. And then we do have Latios and Latias is coming. Sylveon as well, which I'm happy to see. Always love seeing Sylveon, one of my all-time favorites. And yeah, I mean, this set looks to be a pretty large set as well, which will have an impact, especially if the pull rates are tough. We're looking at similar pull rates to Twilight Masquerade. Then we can really see some high prices of the cards in this set, which in turn would then make the set more desirable and will gain more value over time. So let's take a look at this. So we've got the Executor there coming in. We also then have some of these Pokemon, I'm trying to figure out what they are, if I'm being honest, from the artwork. Slacking coming in there. So I'm not a huge fan of like EXs as a whole. I do like Ace Trainer cards. We do have some new Ace Trainer cards coming in. It'd be interesting to see if any of these do become playable, because again, like the Prime Catcher, that added value. But apart from the Prime Catcher, a lot of these Ace Trainer cards haven't really held a lot of value. Maybe a couple of dollars here and there. Nothing too special. So now we're moving on to the illustration rare of the set. So we got Execute coming in. We actually did pull this in the Japanese set. It is really cool. I do like it. I think illustration rares, in my opinion, I like the realistic versions of them. I think illustration rares in Scarlet and Violet are a home run, and I think a set is very strong if it's got strong illustration rares as well, right? It's not just the big SIRs. The illustration rares, I think, really do help with the set. We've seen it in sets like Paldea Evolved. with like the Tyranitar and stuff like that, even the Magikarp. We've seen in Shrouded Fable with the Persian, the Houndoom. We've seen in 151 with the OG stars and stuff like that. So illustration rares really, really do help. So I'm looking at ones which really jump out at me, which ones are my favorite from the set. I'm going through this. A lot of these I've never seen, so it's going to be really, really interesting. This one looks nice. I actually quite like this cast form. There's a lot going on, and usually as a rule I tend not to like cards that have a lot going on in the artwork, but I do like this one. I like all the different weather forms of cast form around that picture. It's pretty cool. That goes hard. This is a really nice artwork. That's pretty cool. I do like that. Kind of like watercolor effect. I do like it. Feebas. It seems to be, I know Milotic's in the set, but there seems to be a lot of fish. I was saying this on stream the other day. There's like, Magikarp, Chi-Yu, we had Bruxish. I think there's a illustration rare Relicanth, I think. We got Feebas. There's a lot of fish. A lot of fish going on. Something's fishy around here. There you go. Prime example, fish again. Bruxish coming in. That's what I'm talking about. There's just so many fish. It's so random. But yeah, I'm looking at cards. They're really jumping out. This is one which I think will be a good card, a big card. It is illustration, so it's not going to be, well, it might be difficult to get hold of. We just don't know, right? We've seen like the EV, for instance, from Twilight Masquerade. Tough pull rates, really hard to find. If this is going to be a large set, which is, if I believe it is a large set, similar and same size as Twilight Masquerade, and there's a lot of illustration rares, like there's a large pool of illustration rares, then what you're going to end up seeing is tough pull rates to get the specific cards, and that's going to really drive up the prices and the value of certain individual cards. And we did see that in Paldea Revolt, for example. Paldea Revolt actually has pretty decent pull rates, but because there's so many illustration rares, then what ends up happening is it drives the price up of those cards. Same in Paradox Rift. There's so many illustration rares in Paradox Rift, and it drove the price up of a lot of the illustration rares in the set, especially the Groudon. So yeah, we're starting to see that as well in other sets. But then when you look at something like Stellar Crown, where it's a smaller set, but it also has tough pull rates, again, those illustration rares still hold their value because the pull rates are just tough. Even though it is a smaller set and the pool is smaller, still got tough pull rates. So it's going to be interesting to see a card like this. It's a good throwback actually to the team up art of Latias and Latios. So it's going to be really interesting to see where this card will be depending on the pull rates. But a beautiful card. Then we got the Mez Spirit coming in. It's interesting that they didn't do the other two. I don't know. They haven't shown the other two as far as I know. They might be in this set. I don't know. But I only realized the other day, right? So we have this. We have the artwork of this one. And then it does connect together. So you have the Latios and Latias together, which is really cool. But then the Mez Spirit actually connects to all three of them combined into a really nice artwork. That's crazy. I didn't realize that, which I think is just absolutely amazing when they do stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, so far, if I'm being honest, the illustration rares in the set look pretty good. I like this one. It's interesting there's a low-end one. It's interesting. But Skarmory, that looks really nice. There's some really nice illustration rares in this set, and it looks to be a decent amount, if I'm being honest. It does actually look like a real decent amount. That's a really cool art as well of these. So that's the execute. So yeah, we're looking at what? So far we've seen 6, 12, 15, 17 so far. So a decent amount. There's probably more to be shown, but very, very impressive. Then we move on to the full art Pokemon. Again, I'm not a huge fan of full arts, but this one does go hard. This is the Black Kyurem. He looks absolutely beastly. Yeah, normal full arts I'm not a huge fan of. I do like these crystallized versions, full art versions. I do like them. So we've got the Pikachu there. That one's probably going to be a big chase card coming in. But not a huge amount of full arts in this set. To be honest, so far we've seen, 7? There might be a few more coming, but not a huge amount. Then we've got the full art trainers. Again, I'm not a huge fan of full art trainers. I have a feeling there is going to be an expensive full art trainer in this set, even though I'm not a huge fan. And that is going to be the Licia. Now, this is just a normal full art trainer. There is an SIR version. But yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. So we're going into the special illustration resin sets. So we've got the Milotic. When I saw this, I was blown away. This is actually a beautiful artwork. So this is actually one of the chase cards in the set, which I really want because I think that just looks absolutely fantastic. Then we had the Pikachu SIR. Now, when this one got shown, everybody just lost it. Where's this going to lie? It is an SIR. It is going to be a diamond thing, so very similar to the Terrapagos from Stellar Crown. But last time we had a rainbow Pikachu was in Vivid Voltage, and we saw how expensive that one got. I do expect, depending on pull rates, for this one to be over $100. Probably the biggest card in the set. It is nice. to be honest. It is a really, really nice artwork. I really do rate it. It does look pretty cool. And then we have the other half of the Latios and Latias card, and it looks absolutely fantastic. So it's interesting they've done one as a special illustration rare and one as an illustration and not both as the same rarity, but hey ho, this is going to be another big chase card. Even in Japanese, this is currently sitting at like $80-$90. So I expect it to be an expensive one if the pull rates are tough moving forward, and it's a beautiful card, and getting all together would look amazing. This one got shown the other day. This is the Hydreigon, I believe it's called, the big flying dragon, 3-headed dragon. This artwork looks crazy cool, and again it's got that rainbow version border, which in my opinion, looking at the Terrapagos, does look really nice. So it's going to be really interesting to see this as well. But that artwork really, really looks cool. Then we've got the final evolution of a Duraludon, the Empire State Building. This one is pretty lackluster. It looks like a full art. Doesn't look that impressive compared to what we've just seen. And then we've got the Alolan Exeggutor, which was in the Paradise Dragona, the Japanese set that we've already opened. And this was really cool art. Very colourful. It is another rainbow version, of course. And then we have the special illustration rare supporter cards. I expect this one to be one of the most expensive cards in the set. You could even argue that it could be the most expensive card in the set. Last time we saw Alicia was in, I believe, Celestial Storm and Sun and Moon. And that card's like silly expensive, like couple of $100 expensive. Big money card, like huge. So it'd be interesting to see where this one lies regarding the pull rates. We've seen Carmine and Twilight Masquerade hold really good value. Of course, we've seen Iono. We've seen Miriam in the past. Yeah, we have seen big trainer cards, Cassiopeia from the Shroud of Fables. We have seen big full art trainer cards do hold good value. This is going to be one of them, as a heads up. It will be good. Then we've got gold cards. There isn't that many. We've got the Exeggutor. We've got a watch. And then we've got another energy card coming in. I expect there's going to be more cards shown. I don't know if this is the whole set so far. On the surface, this looks really impressive. I think we're going to have some really big chase cards with the Pikachu, with some of these SIRs, especially the trainer as well. I think it's going to hold very good value. And again, the illustration rares, I think will do very well. If there's more illustration rares coming and the pull rates are tough, then we could see this set really boom and the values really be there. But this set is hyped up to the absolute max. People are loving it already. I think it's going to be a good one. It'd be interesting to see what's going to happen. But let's take a look at the sealed product for pre-order prices. So on TCG Play at the moment, Surge and Sparks booster boxes are currently $115. So they're a little bit more expensive than the $100 booster box that we've seen pretty much across the board at the moment. But it has been falling and been settling ready for its pre-order prices coming in. Over here in the UK, you can pick this up quite comfortably for £100. I do believe that for £100, this is going to be a good one. If you can still get it on the Pokemon Center website for the ETBs, or the Pokemon Center ETBs, they're going to be great sealed products down the line. But honestly, this booster box, in my opinion, pre-order prices, release prices are probably going to be the best entry point for this. If you're going to open or keep sealed, it's going to be the best entry point. We've seen what's happened to a strong set like Twilight Masquerade. We've seen what's happened with Paldea Evolved. And if you can pick up boxes for $100 or for £100, that's a really good entry point for a set that's going to do very well. There you have it, guys. That is Surge and Sparks. I don't know if that's the whole set. We're going to wait and see until the whole set's shown. But if that is the whole set so far, it looks really, really impressive. Some really big chase cards, big Pokemon that people want, which are going to do very well. Until pull rate data comes out, we can't really judge how well the set's going to perform. Right? We don't know how much of a print run is going to be. We don't know, like I say, the pull rates or anything like that. But just by looking at the cards in the set, already I can tell this is going to be a good one. And on top of that, you got so much hype built up around it as well. And I think it's living up to that hype, especially after showing that SIR Pikachu. But yeah, I think this could be a good one. Like I say, pre-order prices at around $115 or £100 here in the UK is pretty decent. So look at picking those up ready for November. If you made it far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe for more Pokemon content, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments about Surge and Sparks. Are you guys looking to pick this up? Are you excited for it? I am. I'm actually looking forward to it. There's more cards I want in this set than probably since Temporal, to be honest. There's a lot of cards in Temporal I like. Twilight was okay for me. Shroud of Fate was a bit of a letdown. Stellar Crown was okay. but I think this one is looking pretty strong, and be really interesting to see. I am going to look at opening some, and of course getting some sealed. But yeah, looking like a really, really good set. If that is it from me, guys, in today's video. If you want to watch more Pokemon content, make sure to click the video on the screen, and of course make sure to hit that subscribe button. But I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. As always, you guys are the legends, and I'll see you in the next one.